I checked under his seat and there were a bunch of just like chicken bones and like ketchup packets. He ends up falling asleep. I drove as fast as I could. Like it was. Yo, what's up guys? So, Arshan here. As you can see, I am still in my room temporarily because of the coronavirus. I actually can't access my set where I usually shoot the behind the scenes, but I mean, honestly, let's just get right into it. So, you guys know that previously we had our biggest interview yet. It got over 850,000 views, almost a million. And yeah, that was our interview with NLE Choppa. I figured since it was such a big interview and a huge artist that I'd tell you the backstory of, you know, what really went down that day and how I got an NLE Choppa interview. So about a month before all that, you know, I was in Atlanta for this big hip hop conference called A3C. If you watch any of the other behind the scenes video, I've talked about this so many times. But basically, I'm from Vancouver. I went to Atlanta to make a bunch of connections, attend all these panels and meet with these industry people. I saw who was speaking at these panels and I literally DM'd all of them to meet me outside for some coffee if they had time. But I remember this one lady hit me back and she actually worked at the label that NLE Choppa was on. She was like, you know what, I can't do coffee, but if you want, you can meet me at this like party / gathering that I'm gonna be at. Now at the same time as that gathering though, there was this panel with Charlemagne the God, which I really wanted to see. But I thought about it and I'm like, you know what, I came all the way here to meet people and I could probably watch the Charlemagne like video someday on YouTube, and the chances of me actually talking to him are very slim. So I was getting ready for that meeting, that gathering. My brother drove us there, but as soon as I walked in, the security guard said that I'm not allowed because I'm not over 21. I was like, oh man, I came all the way here and I'm probably gonna miss the Charlemagne thing. So I called my brother, I'm like, yo, just quickly get the car, let's go back and see if we can catch it in time. Right at that moment when I was crossing the street though, one of my homies from Vancouver was actually there, so random, and he was like, yo, are you coming here to also meet with? And I was like, yeah man, but the security won't let me in because I'm not old enough. He was like, don't worry man, I'll grab her and we'll sort this out and we'll get you inside. So I ended up getting in, I met with her, pitched her my channel, which she absolutely loved. And she actually told me, hey, like, we love your channel and we actually want NLE Choppa to do an interview on it in Vancouver since he's coming to Breakout Festival. And I was just screaming inside of happiness because now I finally got the opportunity to show what I'm made of on like a huge scale. I can show people how creative I am. So I go fly back home to Vancouver, I'm watching a bunch of NLE Choppa videos, and I find out that he actually wanted to be a NBA player when he was little. So I figured, okay, why not take NLE Choppa to a basketball court in Vancouver and, you know, do the interview while playing H.O.R.S.E. But to do this, I had to literally search around all of Vancouver for indoor basketball courts. Mind you, I don't live in Vancouver. Like, I live in Surrey, which is the suburbs, so I don't know anything about Vancouver. We can't shoot it outdoors because it's freezing in Vancouver. Anyways, here's one of the locations. About to ask the front desk people. Guarantee this is gonna be a no. Alright, so they said no obviously, but now I'm on to the next location. Let's see what they say. I went to all these rec centers just telling them like, hey, I had this idea where I want to interview NLE Choppa. He's this rapper, he's really popular, and they just all looked at me like I was crazy or telling a bad joke. And whenever I'd show his Instagram, which had 3.6 million followers, they would just see the guns and the tattoos and automatically give me some BS response of why they can't do it. So luckily I ended up finding out that the day he was performing here, my school's gymnasium was actually completely free. There were no programs running, there would be no teachers or coaches there. The only issue, well, it was a very big issue, is that my school was about a 30-minute drive from his hotel. And trust me, for a rapper, 30 minutes of being driven and waiting is equivalent to like 10 hours. Yeah, maybe I should make a video about normal time versus rapper time. But look, bottom line is, rappers aren't gonna do that. It's just that that was the only option. So, you know, luckily his management team never really asked, all right, where is this interview gonna be and how long is it gonna take? I just kind of told them it would be in the Vancouver area. And okay, look, before you say that's wrong, it's really not though, because I never really lied. But anyways, I was scheduled to pick them up from their hotel in like downtown Vancouver. It was pouring rain, and on my way there, they shoot me a call. They're like, yo man, we're excited for you to come here. Just one more thing, do you think you can get Choppa some backwoods before you come here? And okay guys, look, I don't smoke, okay? I don't have anything against it, but to be honest, I don't even know where to get backwoods. I quickly did a Google search and I couldn't find anything. I called up a friend and they're like, yo, just go try 7-Eleven. I went to a 7-Eleven, they didn't have it, and I was so stressed out. I just called them, I'm like, guys, look, I just can't get it. And they ended up being totally cool with it. I go to the hotel, I pick up NLE Choppa and his whole crew, and we're finally headed to do the interview. Now, I kind of wanted to, you know, talk to him and lighten the mood a bit before the interview on our way there, but as soon as he got in the car, he's like, hey, yo, bro, let me connect my Bluetooth. Nah, guys, like for real, if you open up my car, yeah, I guess NLE Choppa's first name is Bryson, but so that's his phone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could see his phone number too. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna blur that out, but off the bat, he just starts playing his unreleased music, but he turns the volume up to like max 60, and all I hear the entire car ride is just like bass destroying my earlobes. I was just driving the car and his managers would be saying something to me and I would just like I can't hear you. And then I turn the volume down a bit, and then Choppa on his phone would just like turn it all the way back up. Yeah, just pretty strange car ride to say the least. Anyways, it was also nerve-wracking because like I told you, this was a 30-minute drive, and with traffic it was about like 35. They thought that this gym was like a block away, you know, yet I'm going on the highway, going up a mountain, because mind you, the school's on a big mountain. They're like, bro, like, you know, are we going to a basketball court, or are you like taking us back to Seattle? And I was just like, yeah, you know, just taking a shortcut. But yeah, so we get there and it was actually pretty cool because, guys, I go to the school every day, and over there I'm technically a nobody, but then, you know, people are just studying over there and watching me and NLE Choppa and his whole crew just like walk through the hallways. Oh, that's the gym, okay.
Oh my gosh, crying outside. Drake is crying outside.
And not gonna lie, it felt kind of cool. Now look, the interview itself, okay? The interview itself was really hard. Like, you guys didn't know this, but it was so hard because not only did I have to remember all the interview questions, but I also had to remember all the different horse shots that I had planned. Behind the backs, like shooting from a chair. I had to remember all these ideas, and it was just so hard to do both at the same time. On top of that, we both actually kept missing so many shots in the beginning.
Just a simple little J or something, you know? Great, let's go.
And I had to cut all that footage out because otherwise the interview would be so long. At some point, I just ran out of ideas, and I'm like, I think I'm just gonna shoot some threes. Like, I don't have any more ideas.
Yeah, I'm kind of running out of ideas. All right, let me see, one sec. Let me go on the see.
Now, mind you, I did not want to win this game. You know, I figured it would make him and the label happy if he just won, and probably like his fans would want to see that more anyways. And I don't know how, I have no clue, but I turned into Clay Thompson, man. Just bang, every single three I would take would swish in. Like, if you took me to a court today, I guarantee you I wouldn't do that. Crazy enough though, he actually also scored the threes after I did.
Choppa don't never go out like this. No cap.
Oh shit, alright.
Choppa don't never go out like this.
What?
No cap.
So it was really interesting for the video, but eventually I ended up scoring more than him, and he lost.
Oh my! Fuck. Ah!
So that's it?
Not for real?
When that happened, I'm like, this is just so awkward.
Fine. How about this? I'll give you one more chance, okay?
Yep. How about we run that shit all the way back?
No.
God damn.
No, that's gonna take
bullshit ass game.
That's gonna take way too long.
Like, I gotta do some sort of rematch so he wins, but then I also gotta drive him to his festival performance, which is in like an hour 30. So off the top of my head, I was just like, okay, let's play one-on-one, and you know, whoever wins this wins the whole thing. And you know, obviously I made it look like to him I was really trying my hardest, but if you guys watch that footage, come on guys, like, yeah, you You guys know I let him win. But hey, you know, Choppa was actually really cool about it. I don't even think he cared that much that he lost. He didn't really have an ego, and at the end of the day, he still shouted me out on his Instagram.
Yo, what's up? It's NLE Choppa. I just did an interview while hooping with my boy Kids Takeover. You know what's going on.
He beat me one-on-one. I beat him in H.O.R.S.E. It's fair.
Which got my followers up. So at this point, you know, we're heading back, and I'm just a little worried because they're telling me to drive faster so we can make it on time to the festival. Then on the other hand, Choppa is in the backseat like, yo, so what do you guys got to eat around here? I'm kind of hungry. He was saying like, yo, I heard, what about Timothy Hortons? Like, is that good? Some DM me and told me to go there, and on the inside I'm just like laughing so hard because I mean, like, first of all, it's Tim Hortons, but basically he's like, nah man, can we just go to Church's Chicken before we go to the festival? His team was saying like, nah man, we're gonna be late, you're gonna miss your set, but he just wouldn't budge. Like, he wanted his Church's Chicken. So I drove him to Church's Chicken. They all got a bunch of food, they brought it back to my car. We're driving there, he eats all of his chicken, ends up falling asleep. I drove as fast as I could. Like, it was basically like a straight out of a movie, but luckily at the end he totally got to his show on time. Everything was cool.
Niggas be hype, sign up, it was Miami. Who want to smoke? Who the fuck out with this gold? They think they can love as a roll. We want this hoe, so I had him a coat. Let him know what was a hoe, pull up with the gang. What is your set, nigga? What is you claiming? You cannot time it, don't want to figure this shit can get done. These niggas hate, these niggas blunt. Ooh, we got money, I'm running this one. You say you a killer, them niggas stop in the shootout.
And I just remember it was like 2 a.m. I finally got home, and I checked under his seat, and there were a bunch of just like chicken bones and like ketchup packets. But honestly, I wasn't even mad because the dude was so cooperative, and he spent the entire day dedicated to doing an interview for my channel. But yeah, I mean, that's it. That was my day with NLE Choppa. That was my story. The interview did amazing. Like I told you guys, it's almost at 1 million views, and I really think back like, wow, when I was back in Atlanta and I was literally gonna get my brother to drive us back to watch the Charlemagne panel, if it weren't for me just like crossing the road and seeing my homie, turning back and going to the event, meeting with the label person, none of this would have really happened. Literally, if one little thing changed at that moment, none of this would have happened. So yeah, man, sometimes you just work really hard and you'll end up getting lucky. And once you get that little opportunity, you gotta really work hard. So that's what I did. It worked out really well for me. And yeah, leave a comment on what you thought of this story. I'm gonna go through all of it and maybe like react to some of them. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next episode of Behind the Scenes. Yo, what's up guys? Thanks so much for watching that video. I hope you're all staying safe. Yeah, if you enjoy more videos like these, let me know, like stories. I know I've been doing a lot of IG live content, and but now it's right back to YouTube. I'm gonna pump out videos every week, and yeah, it's time to read the top comments. So on the last video, Justin Herlock commented, interview Lancey Foe. I think that's how you pronounce it, Foe. Yo, that's one of my favorite artists. Like, I've been listening to him. I don't get why he's not as big as he should be, but yeah, I don't think he does many interviews either. So I'm gonna obviously try. I'm working really hard, but I got you. And yeah, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. I'll put the NLE Choppa video here if you didn't watch it for some reason. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.